Rainforests are very large forests located between the Tropics of Cancer and the Tropics of Capricorn, which receive about 175 to 200 centimeters of rainfall a year. The value of the rainforest is very crucial for the entire planet, and the deforestation might lead to devastating effects for our planet. The overexploitation of the rainforest will affect the global climate, biodiversity, and the soil. Indeed, during the day, rainforests absorb large amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere in order to realize photosynthesis, a process that plants use to make nutrients. One of the products resulting from photosynthesis is oxygen. Therefore, we could assume that the rainforest plays an important role for a planet because oxygen is necessary for other species such as animals. On the other hand, tropical rainforests absorb about 20% of carbon dioxide emissions to realize photosynthesis. It also affects biodiversity by accelerating global warming. When the natural low-growth forest is cut down and replaced by agricultural fields, they do not act as a sink for carbon dioxide as the natural forest does. This causes an increase in the amount of carbon dioxide sent back to the atmosphere, which contributes to the greenhouse effect and increases Earth's temperature. Rainforests are a habitat for thousands of species that could not survive elsewhere. Deforestation reduces these species' natural habitat, and their extinction may have a global economic impact. Many species are also threatened by deforestation, as are the indigenous people who depend on these forests for their survival as a habitat and source of food. The extinction of some animals can also cause the extinction of their predators because it happens at a fast pace and the predators do not have time to adapt to new food sources. Some animals also need a large area to hunt, and deforestation greatly reduces their habitat. 14% of Earth's land surface is covered by rainforests. In today's society, it only covers 6%. Experts express the remains of the rainforest will be consumed in less than 40 years. 1.5 acres of the rainforest are lost every second and leave consequences for industrial and developing countries. Half of the world's microorganisms, animals, and plants will be destroyed by next quarter century due to rainforests deforestation. We lose around 137 plants, animals, and insects every day due to rainforest deforestation. It equals to around 50,000 species a year. As rainforest species disappear, so do the cures for life-threatening diseases. About 121 prescription drugs come from plant-derived sources. The rainforest has supplies basic food supplies, shelter, clothing, spices, medical purposes, industrial raw materials for those who have lived in the forest. The World Resources Institute estimated that the demand for rice, wheat, and corn is expected to grow by 40% by 2020, increasing irrigation water demands by 50% or more. They further reported that the demand for wood could double by the year 2050. Unfortunately, it is still the tropical forests of the world that supply the bulk of the world's demand for wood. The soil in the rainforest is composed mostly of laterite, a red-yellow clay which is acidic and very low in nutrients. Most of the nutrients that make the rainforest so lush and diverse are stored in living or dead plant matter. The forest floor is full of efficient decomposers like fungi, insects, and bacteria that when plants die, the nutrients do not leach into the soil and are quickly taken up by living plants. This process is called nutrient cycling. The rainforest is very efficient at nutrient cycling, so the nutrients are not left behind in the soil. When the rainforest is cut down to use for agriculture, plants will only grow in the soil for a few years due to the low levels of nutrients. Burning of the cutting wood to clear for agricultural uses releases all of the stored CO2 and other nutrients into the atmosphere.